Hello and welcome and happy Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. And today I wanted to come and share with you some amazing insight and energy on what's going on within our planets and of course collectively, as each and every one of us will experience and feel these energies that's going on around us. And as mentioned in several other YouTube videos, about a week and a half ago, Pluto has gone retrograde. Pluto is the planet of transformations and deaths. And when we speak about deaths, meaning things are coming to an end, which theoretically speaking, when we really think about it over the last 8 weeks, that's really what's happening for each and every one of us. Things are coming to a close, things are changing, things are transforming. And for those of you who may not understand the word retrograde, retrograde means that things slow down and perhaps even go backwards. And every planet retrogrades at one point or another. Some planets retrograde for a shorter period of time and some for longer. Pluto retrogrades for 4 months, and as mentioned, it went retrograde about a week and a half ago, and it will be in retrograde and go direct sometime in September. So it's going to be retrograde for 4 months. So this energy you're going to be feeling, and may very well be feeling, is all about things coming to closure, things coming to an end as you are transforming into a new cycle of life, a new vibration for that matter, a new frequency. And each and every one of us will feel this very differently. And to add to that retrograde, we also have, as of yesterday, which was May 11th, 2020, Saturn had just gone retrograde. Saturn is all about karmic energy and also slowing down and getting into a space where you just feel like you're stuck because of the retrograde period. So it is really about reflecting on your past karma. So you may find yourself feeling guilty about something that has happened in the past between you and somebody else, and in your mind, in your subconscious mind, you are feeling as though you owe them an apology. It's not so much about you owing them an apology as much as it's about setting into that space and perhaps even forgiving yourself for the situation. It's not necessarily about reaching out to them to apologize to them, as it is about going inward and seeing how you can forgive yourself for the situation and recognize what you've learned from it. And that's the karmic experience. And Saturn, again, will be retrograde also for 4 months. And it started as of May 11th, 2020, and will go for a 4-month period. So this is going to be a time where you may very well experience and feel these feelings of guilt and wanting to reach out to say sorry to somebody. But it's not about reaching out and saying sorry based on Saturn's energy. It's really about forgiving yourself. Then to top this off, to make it really more exciting, we have 2 additional planets that will also go retrograde one day after another. The next one will be on May 13th, which is Wednesday. That will be going, Venus will be going into retrograde. Now, Venus is a planet that we definitely feel the energy on. Venus is the planet of love, relationships, and money. The relationship you have with money and the relationships you have with love partnerships or siblings, family, etc., neighbors. And with that being said, you may have visits from exes that may very well show up in your everyday life, your waking world, and you may also experience relationships with people coming into your dreams where you're going to have a visit from a recent ex coming in. And in that space, it's really not about making a reconnection with them in regards to like rekindling something, but it is really about taking this opportunity to ask them what is it they need from you, and perhaps maybe that's where you may feel that guilt come in, where you might feel the need to apologize or reverse it. They might actually be apologizing to you in regards to however the relationship had ended, And you may actually hear them say to you, I'm sorry for the way I treated you at the time when we were together. And that's really what the energy of the exes coming in during this Venus retrograde is all about. Getting to that space where we can step out of the ego and move really into the spiritual sense of forgiveness. So I like to invite you to be mindful and also be sightful of knowing that perhaps an ex may show up, or many exes may show up, to have that conversation with you. So should they be showing up in your dreams, you might want to ask them, what is it you want me to know? Also, what I'd like to invite you to look at is, between the two of you, what type of spiritual growth have you done? Where were you when you were dating them, spiritually speaking, and where are you now? And how much have you grown intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, and even physically for that matter? And look at that as a transformation in itself. And again, popping back into that Pluto energy, again, this is all about the transformations we have undergone over our lifetime, or in the time span that we've been with this person. So look at this as an invitation, with Venus being in retrograde, as to evaluate all of the transformations and spiritual growth you have undergone over the years. So it's powerful. And then in conjunction to that, on May 14th, Jupiter will be going retrograde. And Jupiter is all about your spiritual growth, all about the spiritual growth that you have endured in this lifetime, especially in the last decade, the last 10 years. After all, 2020, we have started a new decade. And with all these retrogrades taking place within days of each other, it's a very powerful spiritual moment that we are all experiencing right now. So we do have this opportunity to reflect and to take this time to step back and evaluate how much growth you have done in the last 10 years. And in this moment, to be grateful for the COVID-19 that we've been experiencing, because due to the stillness and quiet that we've been sort of forced to take on, it's given us this opportunity to really appreciate the things that perhaps we would not have had time to appreciate, in regards to really seeing where our spiritual growth is and was. And with, again, Pluto, Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter all being in retrograde by the end of this week, it's going to give us a lot of time to reflect. Understanding a retrograde means that the energy of the planet slows down. And the energy of the planet slowing down means that we have plenty of time to reflect on the energy of each of these planets. And just taking this into consideration and taking this opportunity to reflect on the things that are coming to an end, which is the Pluto energy, the transformations, the things you might be feeling stuck about, the karmic energy, perhaps the internal guilt that might be showing up based on something that took place between you and somebody else, whether it was an intimate relationship or even a friendship or whatever that might be. And also going back into the factor that, yes, Venus is going to be retrograde, and you may very well be getting that phone call from an ex saying to you, I would really like to apologize for what took place in our relationship in the past. And then just accepting that apology so both of you can release the heaviness, release the resentment, and release the sadness or the hurt that one or the other has brought into your heart. And that allows you to spiritually grow as well, which brings you into the Jupiter retrograde, which is all about the spiritual growth that we are in. So this is a really powerful week, and these energies will be with us. For Venus will be retrograde for about 3.5 weeks, I believe, and Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter will be retrograde for about 4 months. So we have a lot of energies coming in, and a lot of transformational work that we'll be undergoing during this time. So I wish you well with it, and I ask and invite you just to sit with it. And when you do feel as though you are stuck or stagnant, just allow yourself to be in that energy, asking yourself what is it that you may be letting go of in that space, because before we can actually move into something new, we do often feel stuck and stagnant because of that energy from Pluto and that transition happening. So it's a very normal experience, very normal feeling of having, where you do feel stuck or stagnant. And between feeling stuck and stagnant and just evaluating things that are leaving, that are literally peeling off because they no longer serve your highest good. That's your transformation. And just know that you are under a major spiritual growth right now. We are all moving very quickly into what they call a 5-dimensional energy, which means your vibration is rising higher to meet the guidelines of what the world is coming into. And I like to leave you with a card pull from my beautiful deck in regards to what chakra to focus in on during these beautiful planetary retrogrades, what number might have a hidden message for you, and what affirmation you can pretty much use as your mantra. And the card that's being pulled today is success. And I think that's a really magical card to have as our mantra today. And how, excuse me, how can success show up after all these retrogrades have gone direct again? And I think it's a beautiful way of looking at it where, yes, you will have success. You're going to have success in the major transformation of your life regarding you as an individual, a spiritual transformation leading to success. And that success is all about the abundance, harmony, and balance that you'll have more of in your life moving forward as you do peel away all the things that no longer serve you. You really work on any relationship guilts that you've had, relationship pains that you've had, relationship resentments that you've had, and you really allow yourself to step into the spiritual growth of healing and growing. So yes, success plays a huge role. So I like you to repeat out loud. I'd like to invite you to repeat out loud. I am successful in all areas of my life. I have transformed and healed every relationship that I have been involved in, including the deep relationship I have with myself. That is the biggest and deepest relationship you can heal from. When you get into that space where you can forgive yourself and heal from any of the guilt or resentments that you've been holding on to with others, that's a major healing process. And forgiveness is the highest level and vibration of healing. So again, I like you to repeat, I have successfully healed myself of all harmful relationships, and I am in a space of forgiving myself and others. See how success plays a role? The chakra associated with today's reading is the solar plex. The solar plex is really about feeling secure and safe in the relationship that you have with yourself. And when you start to feel safe and secure with your own relationship with self, that then mirrors out to the relationships you have with other people. And do understand that as you are letting go and peeling layers in this lifetime, in this decade, you are also going to make space for new relationships to come in, or having a new relationship with someone that's still in your life, because you're going to peel out all the old stuff that doesn't fit anymore. So that's really the balance that comes into this. As something leaves, something new comes in. So really trusting and feeling safe and secure, and trusting in your faith, and trusting that everything is happening for a bigger reason, and you're exactly where you need to be in this process. And your 8 energy is the hidden message that yes, you will be receiving harmony and balance in all areas of your life, specifically relating to relationships, the relationship with your career, the relationship with people, the relationship with yourself, and the relationship with your higher self and higher power. Relationship is a big one, and there's a major transformation going on within yourself, and that will reflect out to others. I do hope that you enjoyed today's forecast on these planetary retrogrades, and know that you are living successfully in abundance. I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Clone. Feel free to leave me an email at healingwithin76@gmail.com in regards to questions and comments. And should you be interested in receiving a private reading, let me know that as well. Have yourself a blessed day, and I will connect with you soon with more updates on these great planetary retrogrades we have going on. Bye-bye for now.